Hiya, Inspire Fitness Academy, one stop shop. It's Monday evening, a dark, wet, murky Monday evening of November. And so tonight, with everything that's happening, I thought that I would try and share with you 5 of my sort of daily do's for a happier you. Because I'm an image consultant and a coach and equally a body positive advocate, self-image and your self-esteem, your confidence and self-care are super important for looking after yourselves. And yes, I know that we have lots of things to worry about. We have families to look after. We have worries. I totally understand that. But as my mum used to say, you can't give from an empty cup. So we have to really think about ourselves when we can and as and when we can. And because of our busy lives, I, for one, like quick and easy things that are doable during the day, because, willpower, you've got to be able to enjoy it and stuff like that. And we don't always feel like doing stuff, but sometimes it's important to just give it a go. So I'm going to give 5 daily do's, which are broken up into 5 sections, and just pick and choose any from it. It's like a menu. You just pick whatever you fancy. And just by doing one thing a day, if you can, it doesn't have to be the same thing. Just pick one of them. And if you do it for 7 days, you will notice a difference, and it will help with your mindset and your overall well-being, because you are very important, and it's important to look after yourself, especially with everything coming along as of Wednesday or Thursday of when it is. So to make it easy, I've split them up into 5 things. So I've split it up into mind, move, nourish, treat and love. And I'll just give you some ideas of what you can do within those 5 things. So the first one, it obviously depends on your mood, it depends on your health and your circumstances and your commitment and how you're feeling that day. But have a go at some of them. I've got some ideas, so you can always pick and choose. So the mind, we need to do something with the mind as and when we can. So I love a guided meditation. I don't know if any of you guys meditate. I'm not so good at doing it myself. I always need a little bit of a help. So I use an app, a free app. There's plenty out there, but I like Insight Timer. And it's one that you can use really easily, and you can pick and choose whatever it is that you need help with. Maybe you just need to relax for the day, or you're feeling a little bit anxious, or you need some for some confidence or self-esteem, or you've got worries about things, and you can pick a guided meditation on there. It will take you from anything from 2 minutes to an hour, whatever it is you fancy. You can choose one to suit you. So for the mind, meditation is super important. Now, it doesn't mean to say that you have to sit there cross-legged and or anything like that. It can just literally mean quiet time. It can be 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can give yourself in the day. It's really, really important. And you could do it in a space in your house that's quiet. If you can nip to the garden, as long as the weather's not too bad. Maybe you've got a garage or a man cave. Maybe you can go into your bedroom, or you can just shut the door in the loo. Whatever it is, 5 minutes can make a massive difference just to be quiet. If you don't want to meditate, just being quiet and sat with your own thoughts and just cleansing your mind, of if you can do it, because obviously it's like one of those things, the more you do it, the easier it gets. I recommend doing that, because it's really good to just give yourself some space and to breathe in and out. There's something called the rescue breath that my friend Susan Gardner showed me many years ago, where you just literally breathe as deep as you can through the mouth, breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And if you just do that a couple of times, you can feel grounded. You can get your thoughts a bit together. So there's that one for mind. Other things you can do depending on how you feel: Audible, listen to Audible books, go on TED Talks, anything on YouTube like that can just give you a bit of insight. It doesn't have to be self-development books. It can just be anything to just take your mind away from things. Armchair travel. There's a lot of museums like the V&A, and there's places all over the world that do virtual tours so that you can actually look around from the comfort of your own home. So that's something you can do. You can do e-courses, or maybe learn something online that you've always fancied doing in your spare time at weekends or something, just to clear your mind and get you focused on other things as and when you can. The other thing to do with mind as well, for the quiet, is something called barefoot therapy. So you can go outside, obviously when it's a bit nicer, and just stand in bare feet on the grass. That's all it takes, just so that you can get your energy and feel a bit more grounded. And it's something, you know, really easy to do. It's a bit like Richard Gere did it in Pretty Woman, didn't he? You just feel the grass between your feet and just be, just for that moment. The other thing you can do is Susan does tapping or EFT. I think she does that on a Thursday morning and a Tuesday morning on this channel. So I definitely would go with that, because it just helps you release your anxieties. And there's also, I use Ho'oponopono a lot, which is like a Hawaiian prayer, if you like, that helps you release your worries and helps you bring focus and self-love to yourself. So that's another one. So there's quite a few mind things. So that's number one. Number two is to move. Now, if you're into exercise, cool. If you're not, that's all right as well. Just going for a walk for 5 minutes, or hula hooping, or doing some hoovering, or going up and down the stairs, or anything like that. Just anything. Walk your dog. I mean, you can go onto YouTube again. There are 5-minute exercises. There is lots of little things you do. You don't have to bust a gut just to be healthy. You can just physically move just by having a dance, or I put 90s dance floor fillers on the other day. Did a bit of ironing or whatever like that. You can do whatever you like. It doesn't have to be busting a gut at the gym, unless that's what you want to do. But whether they'll stay open, I don't know. The other thing is that you can there is a good one actually on YouTube. I'm trying to think what her name is. Lucy Wyndham Reed, that's it. For any of the ladies that have got 7 minutes in the morning before they go to work. I do that. I used to do it more than I do it every day, but now it's every other day. But it's something that just gets you body waking up and just feeling a little more with it. So any movement is good movement. The other things you can do is you can do yoga online. There's Tai Chi or Pilates. Lots of people are doing them online through Zoom. So have a look for those sorts of things. You can book a local class. The other thing with dogs as well, or if you want to go out for a walk, the Shirin-yoko is the Japanese term for forest bathing. And it's just being with nature and just feeling the energy and feeling at one with the earth, because we all know we always feel better when we go for a walk, especially amongst the trees or by water or anything like that. So if you get that opportunity, try and practice a bit of forest bathing, and I guarantee it will help your mindset and you're getting out into the ocean, into the open air. Other things you could do are having a really good laugh, watch something that's funny, favourite comedians, anything like that. Getting air into your diaphragm and actually physically moving your chest with laughter is such a great thing. It does wonders for your mindset, and also it can lift your mood. So there's that as well. So that's mind and move. Then there's also nourish. So obviously eating, it's quite difficult sometimes when we're locked in to think about eating mindfully. We just tend to go for the beige stuff in the cupboard, don't we? And we go for the crisp and the chocolate and the stuff that gives us comfort. But sometimes it's quite helpful to just give yourself a little goal or something like that and think about just asking yourself actually what you fancy, rather than just emotional eating, because sometimes it's the emotions that let us go for the beige. Sometimes we just need, if we ask our body what we want, sometimes they'll say, I fancy a bit of veg. Now, you might not be into veg, but it could be a bit of fruit or something like that. And just by being aware that you are physically hungry will help your eating habits, rather than just being bored or reaching for things for other reasons. Okay, I'm not saying you don't have to do that. That's okay. But I'm just asking you to be a bit more mindful and actually feel hungry. You can try new things as well while we're in lockdown. You can try the turmeric lattes. I used to think they were revolting. Now I have them with almond milk or soya milk or something like that as an alternative. And just, it gives you a chance to try something new, especially if you always fancy cooking something from scratch in particular. I mean, everybody went mental for bread last time. you know, maybe that's for you this time, or just baking, or just, you know, even if you're not a person that likes to cook or enjoys it, have a go, because it's always going to be more nutritious if you make it from scratch rather than buying something processed. So have a go. We've got another opportunity here to try and enjoy food and cooking and be with our families, and just try and eat different coloured foods. You could have a green day and have something green, or a red day and eat tomatoes or anything red or anything like that. Just have a bit of fun and have some colour on your plate. That's all it is, you know. We don't always need to eat beige all the time. Just trust yourself. You will not eat rubbish for 7 days a week. Your body won't allow it. So trust yourself. And if you want what you want, that's fine. And then the next day think, do I want that again? No, I'm going to have something a bit healthier today. And it will balance it out. So don't put any pressure on yourself. Just enjoy food and taste it. And, you know, nourish your body. It's good for you. So that's the other ways that you could perhaps do nourishing. So we've said, carry water, fill up a bottle of water. I know a lot of this is probably common sense, but sometimes we forget. And sometimes, like with things like this, it's good to create another little mini routine, like a daily do, like I say. You can think, right, from today, I'm just going to fill up a litre bottle of water, and I'm going to make sure I drink that every day, or put a bit of fruit in it, or whatever it is that you fancy. You know, we've got an opportunity to try and make mini goals here so that we can feel and take control back ourselves. Try a supplement or a vitamin or something like that. Obviously check with your doctor before, but you know, it's just good to try something different and keep it up for a few days, and you know, see if there's any benefits, for sure. Herbal tea, that's the other thing. I wasn't really into herbal tea, but I've started drinking it a little bit more, just try and cut my caffeine down, really. And just by not having coffee after dinner, I felt so much better. I just have it in the morning. So little things like that, it can just help you feel a bit more refreshed. So the next one is treat. So we all like a treat, and it's super important for your self-care. So it must be something you enjoy, obviously, and it doesn't have to cost the earth. You don't have to buy new things. I mean, as an image consultant and stuff like that, I usually say, you know, if you get the chance, go and have a look through your boxes of stuff that you've got under your bed. I know you have them, where you've got presents from Christmases and birthdays gone by, of lotions and potions and perfumes and stuff like that. Have a face pack, put some aftershave on, or have a look in your boxes and see what you've got. Go through your jewellery, sort your jewellery out if you want to. Have a look through your wardrobe, and if you've not sorted it out a little bit, have a little sort, because there's lovely memories with clothes and jewellery and accessories, and it's nice to reminisce, and it is really good for your soul. Anything that doesn't fill your joy, get rid of it, as Marie Kondo would say. So enjoy what you already have. You know, it's really important to practice gratitude at the moment and be thankful for what we do have, rather than worrying about what we don't have at the moment. So yeah, so go and treat yourself to something. You might want to treat yourself, you know, you might want to be feel smug and get ready for Christmas and start Christmas shopping. Whatever it is, just eat the smallest of things. It will just make you happy. And you know, even if you're not going out, you know, wear something that makes you feel happy. I've mentioned before about enclothed cognition on another chat before. There's a lot of psychology behind wearing things that make you happy and that make you feel comfortable, and colour psychology. There's lots and lots of things. It's not just about the aesthetics, it's how it can make you feel better and lift your mood and just brighten your personality, you know, when you need it. And sometimes it can give you a kick to get things done in a day. You know, if you think, right, I really need to go and I need to do some yoga, I need to do some exercise, get up, have your breakfast, put your exercising stuff on first, and that way you're already dressed, so you're ready to go. So that sort of thing. And pamper yourself. Obviously, a lot of places might be shutting soon, so we have to do our own little treatments and therapies. But you know, we've all got face masks, I'm sure, and those lovely things that you can put on your face. You cut out the eyes and the nose and things like that, and you know, and have a bit of a dress and have a bit of fun at home. You can get books, other ideas of having treats, you know, daily do's. It's not just about the food. You can go buy a book that you always wanted, get something on Kindle. a couple of books if you're into changing your relationship with food and you want to feel better about your body. There's The Goddess Revolution by Mel Wells. That's a very good book. And also Body Positive Power by Megan Crabb. They're both brilliant, and hopefully they will give you, especially if you're worried, if you think that your relationship with food is quite poor, and that you tend to make bad choices and then you feel bad about it, which we don't want, then those two books are super, and they will give you a better understanding about food as a fuel rather than as a punishment, or how some people use it for control. So another treat: watch a good movie, box sets, Netflix, Amazon Prime, whatever it is. Get stuck into something like that. That gives you joy at night after work. It lets you calm down, and it lets you disconnect yourself from the day. Board games. We're all going to be thrown together at Christmas, hopefully. Fingers crossed. We might as well start now enjoying board games. I'm not normally allowed to get them out till Christmas, but I've already told to my lot that we're going to be getting out Trivial Pursuit before then. So, it's about family time and making the most of it. What else have we got? I've written loads of things down here just in case I forgot. Don't bankrupt yourself, obviously. You don't have to buy big to be happy. That's the main thing. What else? Anything you can think of, actually. And then the last category is love. So don't wince. I'm not talking about, we have to get all lovey-dovey and stuff like that, because it's about self-love as well. And it's trying to make a point of being or doing something nice for somebody else as well as yourself. So things like, it's going to be quite important to reach out and ask for help if we want help at this time. We might not all be able to meet up, but there's so many brilliant techs out there at the minute that we're all using, like Zoom and Skype and FaceTime and WhatsApp and Messenger. They all have video things that we can reach out, and there's all those cool party apps and whatnot. So if you need help or you feel alone, reach out and ask for a friend or a professional or whoever. If you want to talk and you need company, then reach out for that. And if you can go for a walk for those people that are allocated. It's a bit confusing, but yes. So don't forget to ask for help. The other thing we can do is think about growing something. It could be it's probably not the best because we normally do that in spring, but you can have pot plants, or we can grow something from seed indoors, we can collect something. Like if you collect, I don't know, teapots or something like that, you might want to think about growing that collection. Other things, surround yourself by as many positive people as you can. We don't want any mood hoovers or negative drainers or mood hoovers, emotional vampires, any of those. We want to try and keep the positive people around us that support us and understand us, and then we can all help each other. So stay in touch, do quizzes. Lots of people did quizzes last time. I did one for our family. It was hilarious. So, if you can do that, a weekly thing, do it. Whatever makes you happy. Play instruments. It's been seeing all the creativity last time was remarkable, and that does not mean that we can't do it again, if not bigger and better. So hopefully we've learned a few lessons from last time so that we can try and do things a bit differently at home this time and make it a more happier and more positive environment as much as we can with the resources that we have. Obviously, try and be a bit more, gentle with yourself. There's a lot going on. People are expecting much of ourselves and other people. So give yourself some space and be gentle with yourself. It's okay to not be okay, which is obviously something that is going around and it's absolutely true. So, and look out for your neighbours as well, because sometimes it's not just about yourselves, it's about other people. It's not just family and friends, but sometimes it's your neighbours. Knowing that somebody might be poorly or might have the infection or the virus and they just need a bit of help, just putting your telephone number through their, through their letterbox might be that lifeline that they need. And most importantly, I would say, is practice gratitude. Again, it's really important to embrace what we have at the moment and make the best of it as we can. Okay, so that's all the 5 sections. You can pick whatever you like from there. This is based on a blog that I've done before. I write a lot of blogs, not just on clothes and accessories, stuff like that, but on self-help, image, body positivity, and all that sort of thing. So take a look on there. That's on the image tree, and that's on the blog page. And just remember that really, so that's mind, move, nourish, treat, and love. If you can try and do one of those things once a day and keep it going for 7 days, then you will start to feel better. And remember that your mind is a garden, your thoughts are the seeds. You can grow flowers or you can grow weeds. It's up to you. It's a choice. Okay, so I wish you well. This is actually my last time on a Monday for doing this. I've been doing it since probably April, right at the beginning of April, from the beginning of lockdown. I've absolutely had a brilliant time, and I'm so thankful to the Inspire Project for asking me to do this. So I will still be involved with the Inspired Chats, but as regards to my slot, this is my my last one. So for everybody that's stuck by me since April, thank you very much. Please continue to look at all the stuff on offer on the page. There's lots of things to come. It's not just boxing, there's lots of wellbeing things as well. And yep, I'm over on the image tree. I do the blogs. I have competitions. You can buy gift vouchers. You can buy jewelry. There's all sorts of things, because I need to, as a small business, I need to remain resilient, and so do we all. So on that note, I wish you a lovely Monday, a rest of the week, and blessings from today onwards. So peace out, everybody. Bye bye.